Hey students, this is Mr. Roberts. We are on a review assignment, and it is reviewing the things that we've talked about so far. So we're going to be talking about equations with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let's look at your bell work. All right, on your bell work, the first question is just solving an equation using substitution. And what we mean by using substitution is we are going to solve this, right? So let's just take it through the railroad tracks here. Divide by 8, divide by 8, and we get 12. These cross out, that becomes k. So k equals 12. What it wants us to do is take that 12 and put it back in for k. And what is 8 times 12? Well, if it equals 96, we did it right, and it does. So we know that we did it correct. We used some substitution to plug it in and see if it worked. Okay, macadamia nuts are $73.70 for 5 pounds. If you bought 7 pounds, how much would it cost? So right here we're talking about a proportion because we're comparing two things. We're comparing money to pounds. So we're going to be going $73.70 for 5 equals how much for 7? So we can use our calculator for the rest of this. And $73.70 times 7, we get this, 515.9. And then 5 times x is 5x. And if you haven't figured it out by now, this is just an equation. So the whole time we were doing proportions and the line equals line, we were actually doing equations. So we're going to divide by 5 here. Divide by 5. And we get $103.18. Okay, let's take a look at this last problem here. It wants us to, okay, I get this one. So it wants us to fill in different things here. So a fraction, how do we write this as a fraction? Well, that says 1700ths, so it's 17 over 100. Our ratio, 17 to 100, and our percent is 17 out of 100 is 17%. Pretty simple. All right, let's take a look at any notes that we have for today. All right, so we're looking at this bell work right here. It has little pictures and things on it. So this one says 3 people go to lunch. They each paid $11.91. What was their total bill? So we want to know what the total bill was. So we'll call the total bill B for Bill. And we know that there's 3 people and they each paid $11.91. So we're going to just times by 3 here. Times by 3 here. $11.91 times 3. And we get $35.73. So their bill was $35.73. Okay? All right, so you don't have a practice per se. We just have our assignment. So what I'm going to actually do is kind of do a flip. Well, I really want to see how you guys do on this assignment today, because this is like the second day or third day that we've really kind of gone over this, and we're kind of bringing it all together. So I think that this side right here, you guys can do this. This is stuff that we've already done. Well, maybe with the exception of this, it might be a little difficult. But the rest of it, I think you can do. So we're actually combining some like terms here, and then we're going to solve the equation. But here, these story problems, I know that this is where many of you are going to struggle. So we're going to actually talk about some things on this, and hopefully as with anything, the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So we're going to practice this in class and go through this since it is your assignment. And this is really what I want you to be able to do on your own. So if you can do these on your own, everything else is going to be pretty much a piece of cake. So anyway, guys, let's give this a shot today and see how well you can do.